Shalom, family. The soul food topic on tonight is, are we supposed to pray for everybody? We're going to go to the Bible, find scripture to support whether we are or we aren't, okay? So first I'll have you go to 1 Samuel chapter 12, verses 22 and 23. 1 Samuel chapter 12, verses 22, 23.
Okay, 1 Samuel chapter 12, verses 22 and 23. For Yahweh will not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it hath pleased Yahweh to make you his people.
Now this is concerning the children of Israel. This is not concerning all nations, but he has made Israel, the seed of Jacob, his people. It has pleased him to make Israel his people. Read on.
Verse 23. Moreover, as for me, Yahweh forbid that I should sin against Yahweh in ceasing to pray for you, but I will teach you the good and the right way.
Now this is the prophet Samuel speaking to the people, even after they went against the Most High's desire in having them place a human king over them. He said, okay, the Most High is going to allow this to be so, but my responsibility is to pray for you. Okay, I will not cease for praying for you and showing you and teaching you the right way. His responsibility was not to pray for all nations. His responsibility was not to teach all nations, but to teach the children of Israel the good, what does it say here? Last part of that? The good and right way to pray for Israel, okay? From there, I have you go to the book of BARUCH, chapter 1, verses 11 and 12. The book of BARUCH, chapter 1, verses 11 and 12.
Okay, Baruch chapter 1, 11 and 12. And pray for the life of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and for the life of Belteshazzar, his son, that their days may be upon earth as the days of heaven.
Salaki, so you see that the prophet is imploring the children of Israel to pray for a heathen king and his son, okay? But it's for a reason. Read.
And Yahweh will give us strength and lighten our eyes, and we shall live under the shadow of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and under the shadow of Belteshazzar, his son, and we shall serve them many days and find favor in their sight.
So the reason why the children of Israel are being urged to pray for the king and for his son is so that we might be blessed through them. The prophet Jeremiah came to the children of Israel and told them, look, stop trying to go after your own way. Stop listening to these false prophets who are telling you, you know, it's all good. You don't have to serve the Chaldeans. You know, it's all good. You're not going to go into captivity. Jeremiah is saying, look, the Most High, this is his plan because of your iniquity. You are going into captivity. You are going to be under King Nebuchadnezzar, and you're going to do what he says. And this is the will of God for you. Okay, so when you're praying for them, you're not just praying for them that they just be, you know, be blessed and be wonderful and all that. You're praying that the hand of the Most High be with them so that in turn it might bless you, even in the land of your captivity. Okay? From there, we're going to go to Daniel chapter 9, verse 20. Daniel chapter 9, verse 20.
Daniel chapter 9, verse 20. And whilst I was speaking and praying and confessing my sin and the sin of my people Israel.
So this is the prophet Daniel, all right? Great prophet, all of Israel. But you see here that he, while he was fasting, okay, while he was making supplication and speaking, not only was he praying for himself, not only was he, communicating with the Most High concerning things going on in his own personal life, but he says here that he was confessing my sin and the sin of my people Israel. This is who Daniel was praying for, the great prophet. This is who he was praying for. Just like Samuel said, that I shall not cease to pray for you, Israel. for it pleased the Most High to make you his people. Baruch is saying, pray for this heathen king and his son so that we might be good in the land of our captivity. You're not praying for them so that they could just live wonderfully while you live meagerly. But you're praying for them that the Most High may have favor on him. And because he is over us, that those blessings might trickle down to us. That's why I'm praying for him. Okay? Even as I'm sure Joseph prayed for Potiphar and his house was blessed. So in turn, Joseph was blessed. So like even Potiphar recognized because of this Hebrew and because his God is with him. That's why my house is blessed. This man is cunning. He's wise. He has an understanding heart. He's a goodly, handsome man. He's a righteous man. Potiphar worshiped other gods. He didn't really know the Most High God, but Joseph did it. But because Joseph was holy and righteous, that blessing fell on Potiphar's house. Potiphar was his master. He was his Lord. He ruled over Joseph. And Joseph prayed for Potiphar, and the blessing fell on Potiphar's house, his estate, and all that he owned. And in turn, Joseph received that blessing. So the same thing Baruch is praying for the people. Pray for them so that the blessing the Most High give him may fall on you. But you see, Samuel and Daniel are praying for themselves and for their people. Not all nations of the earth, but their people. Okay?
And presenting my supplication before Yahweh my King for the holy mountain of Yahweh.
The holy mountain is Mount Zion in Israel for the children of Israel. Okay? Now we're going to go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 2. 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 2. I'll read that real quick. I'll have you grab Philippians 1 and 3. First Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 2. We give thanks to God always for you all, making mention of you in our prayers. So this is the Apostle Paul writing to the church in Thessalonica, saying that he's praying for them and makes mention of them continually in his prayers. For them, not all people, but for the saints, for the Gentiles, meaning the lost children of Israel who were scattered to all nations. Okay? Making mention of you in my prayers. Right, I'll have you read Philippians chapter 1, verses 3 and 4.
I thank my King upon every remembrance of you, always in every prayer of mine for you, and making requests for you with joy.
Read 3 and 4 again.
I thank my King upon every remembrance of you, always in every prayer of mine.
Salakia, always in every prayer of mine. Just like it said in Thessalonians, we give thanks to God always for you. So this is a constant theme in Paul's prayers, that he is praying for the saints. He's praying for the elect. He's praying for the Gentiles, the uncircumcised, meaning the children of Israel who were scattered to all nations of the earth. This is a constant topic in his prayer. Yes, he prays for himself, but just like Samuel and just like Daniel, he is making supplication and prayer for his people. The sins and confessing the sins of his people. This is what he does continually. Read on.
Always in every prayer of mine for you, all making request with joy.
Okay. All right, from there we're going to go to 2nd Esdras chapter 7, verses 36 through 45. 2nd Esdras chapter 7, verses 36 through 45. We are not to pray for all people as Christianity has taught us, but we are to pray for ourselves and pray for our people, the children of Israel. Okay? 36 through 45.
Okay. Then said I, Abraham prayed, let me start all over. Then said I, Abraham prayed first for the Sodomites, and Moses for the fathers that sinned in the wilderness, and Yahawashi after him for Israel in the time of Achan.
Meaning Joshua.
Okay. And Samuel and David for the destruction, and Solomon for them that should come to the sanctuary.
Shalakia. So you're seeing the theme here with Moses, Joshua, Samuel, David, Solomon. They all pray for the people. Now, when it says Abraham prayed for the Sodomites, does he mean he literally prayed for the Sodomites? No. His prayer was for Lot, because he understood when the Most High and the angels came and communed with Abraham, he said, should I keep this thing from my friend, the thing that I'm getting ready to do? So he revealed to Abraham his plan of destruction for the 5 cities, Sodom, Gomorrah, and the other 3 wicked cities. I'm looking to destroy them. Now the Most High knew Lot and his family dwelt in Sodom. Abraham knew that after their dispute, he went towards that area and dwelt in the land of Sodom. And so his prayer, he beseeched the Most High, because when you think about prayer, he didn't have to get down on his knees because he was in the very presence of the Most High. So that was his mouth-to-mouth communication with the Most High. So when he was having a normal conversation, that is prayer, because he's literally communing and speaking and, communicating with the Most High. So he's asking him, can you spare this city for 20 souls, for 10 souls, for 5, and his reason for doing that is to spare his nephew and his family. Not the wicked sodomite heathens that dwell in there committing all manner of fornication and perverseness and debauchery. He's not praying for them that they be spared. He's only praying that you would have mercy. Mercy on Lot. Okay? Lot, his wife, and his family. And the Most High did. But guess what? Everyone else in there was utterly destroyed. Okay? Abraham wasn't concerned about that. He just wanted to see his nephew and his family be spared. And you read the story, Lot's son-in-law, they didn't receive him. Lot's wife, she was of unbelief, and she was turned into a pillar of salt. So not even everybody in Lot's family survived. But the souls that the angels, sought to bring forth out of the city, they were brought out of the city and they were spared in the day of destruction. So when it says that Abraham prayed for the Sodomites, if you think about it, if Lot became a citizen of Sodom, what is he? A Sodomite. He's a citizen of Sodom. He prayed for Lot, not for all the citizens within the city. They was wicked. Okay, but read on.
Verse 39. And Helias, is that Elias?
I believe that might be Hezekiah. No, I'm sorry. That Elijah. That's what it is.
Okay. And Elijah for those that received rain, and for the dead that he might live. And Ezekias for the people in the time of Sennacherib, and many for many. Even so now, seeing corruption is grown up, and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it not be so now also? He answered me and said, this present life is not the end, where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory.
So this speaks to the spirit that the saints of God, the children of Israel, the true elect, are to have concerning the wicked among our people, as well as the other nations. The angel is saying that the time is coming where your prayers are not going to profit you anything. Praying for them, that is. Okay? You are the ones that have been faithful. You shall receive the reward. The wicked, especially those of the other nations. Yeah, it applies to the wicked of our own people. But if destruction comes, let's read 43 again. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. 44, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. 45, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed. So if you are marked for destruction, if you are marked to be put to death, that great judgment of wrath and indignation shall fall upon you. There's nothing anyone can do. You can't pray, you can't beseech, you can't petition, you can't implore, you can't do anything. The Most High is not hearing you. The righteous, you've been spared. You can save your prayers, because this man is counted unto destruction. There's nothing you can do. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory. So the wicked nations of the earth that have oppressed the children of Israel, they can no longer continue to oppress us, because we have received the victory. According to Daniel, I believe it's chapter 7. Let me find it real quick. Let me read this passage. Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So when the saints possess the kingdom, the nations of the earth have no power to oppress and subjugate. But now it'll be our time to oppress and subjugate the nations. Okay? All right, from there, we're going to go to Proverbs chapter 15, verses 8, 9, and 29. Proverbs chapter 15, verses 8, 9, and 29.
Okay, Proverbs 15, 8, and 9. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to Yahweh, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto Yahweh, but he loveth him that followeth after righteousness.
Can you read it one more time? Because I was on the wrong page. So if you read it one more time from 8, 9.
Proverbs 15, Proverbs 15, 8, and 9. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to Yahweh.
The sacrifice of the wicked, meaning their prayer, meaning their gifts, their vows, of the wicked is an abomination, meaning the Most High he abhors it. He finds it detestable. Okay, he finds it something that he doesn't want to have anything to do with. Okay? The wicked present a gift to the Most High. He doesn't even want to receive it. He's like, get that off my table. Get it away from me. It's an abomination. Read on.
But the prayer of the upright is his delight. So
when the righteous elect seed of Jacob begin to pray and utter words of blessings and of righteousness, these things are a delight. When the wicked do that, the Most High is like, get away. When the righteous do it, the Most High is pleased in it and he wants more of it. Read on.
Verse 9, the way of the wicked is an abomination unto Yahweh, but he loveth him that followeth after righteousness. Verse 29, Yahweh is far from the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous.
So you see the Most High's, not intention, but you see the Most High's heart towards the wicked and towards the righteous. The wicked, everything he does to try to draw close to the Most High, because his deeds are wicked, the Most High, he's repulsed by him. Get thee away. I don't want to have anything to do with you. The righteous, on the other hand, right? He's attentive to his prayer. The Most High delights in the righteous. Okay? He welcomes him in. He's gracious unto the righteous. Verse 29, Yahweh is far from the wicked, right? He don't want to have anything to do with the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous. So if the righteous pray for the wicked, that's not gonna move the Most High. Okay? It's not gonna move the Most High when the righteous pray for the wicked, because he doesn't want to have anything to do with the wicked to begin with. Okay? He doesn't want to have anything to do with the wicked. But when the righteous pray for righteous things, the Most High will move on their behalf because they're righteous. Okay? To that, I had you go to the book of SIRACH, chapter 35, verse 3. The book of SIRACH, chapter 35, verse 3.
35. To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to Yahweh. And to forsake unrighteousness is a propitiation.
Meaning an atonement. Okay? So to forsake unrighteousness is an atonement. All right? And a propitiation. So the wicked are wicked. They don't repent for their deeds. Thus, they're called the wicked. All right. They justify themselves. They validate themselves. Right. They strengthen themselves in their unrighteous doings. So whenever they pray or wherever they seek some sort of forgiveness, if you're not trying to change and not be wicked, the Most High is not going to hear your prayer. When you are righteous, the Most High will cleave to you. The Most High will hear you. He will turn his attention to you and hearken unto your voice. All right. But when the wicked are unrepentant in their wickedness, you can pray all you want for them. The Most High is not going to move on their behalf. Okay. Because their very nature, their very way is repugnant. It's disgusting to the Most High. It is an abomination. Your words, your righteous words are futile when you try to pray for the wicked. All right? Whether that be of your people or whether that be of the other nations. You don't pray for them. Okay? Even Christ teaches us that. If he hear you not after the, first or second admonition, turn away. He don't want to hear you no more, then turn away. Don't even pray for him. Let Satan deal with him. Okay? All right, from there, you just stay in SIRACH and get chapter 12, verse 6. I'm going to read 1 Peter 3 and 12. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. First Peter chapter 3, verse 12. For the eyes of Yahweh are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers, but the face of Yahweh is against them that do evil. Okay? So again, saying the same thing here in the New Testament. The Most High sees all things. He's not thrown off by anything that anyone does because he has knowledge of these things. Okay? So for the eyes of Yahweh are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. So although he sees and understands all things, he's focused and his concentration is on the righteous and what they do. He pays close attention to what they do. His ears are open unto their prayers, but the face of Yahweh is against them that do evil. All right, the wicked, the unrighteous. His face is against them, meaning he turns his face away from them so that they cannot behold his glory. All right, SIRACH chapter 12, verses 6 and 7, last scripture.
For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly.
He hateth sinners. The Most High hateth sinners. So that's why we're not supposed to pray for the wicked. They are sinners before the face of the Most High. His face is turned against them. He does not hear them. He holds their prayer in abomination. Okay, read on.
And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. Give unto the good, and help not the sinner.
Give unto the good, and help not the sinner. This is a commandment. Okay? Give not, meaning physically and spiritually, meaning not to pray for the sinner. Okay? Give unto the good. Give your prayer, give your sacrifice, give your vow, give your alms unto the good, but not to the sinner, not to the wicked, not to the evil-minded.
LawzMarketplace.com, the site where the tribes unite. Check out fresh Israelite apparel for both men and women, with new items added frequently. Don't forget to join the marketplace so you can promote your own products and services. Kwam Yasha Allah.